Is there anything else that you'd want to share as far as examples of what category design can look like in agriculture that would help people make it real and internalize and use it for their own context?
Yeah, I would say SwarmFarm Robotics is a company out of Australia that is doing category design very, very effectively. What they've done is, what we've done there is we've taken an orthogonal approach to the way that the rest of the market thinks about equipment, the way that the rest of the market thinks about the implements that you're running across your field. In everything, we try to be different, right? So in every aspect, from the running of our business all the way to the way that we're going to make money, the way that we're going to earn a profit, we try to be different and distinct and opposite from everybody else on the market. So the trend in equipment over the last 50, 60 years has been bigger, 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 right? And you see a lot of this come out with some researchers, Scott Shearer out of Ohio State, published an article that was actually picked up by National Geographic, talking about how we were causing so much compaction because our equipment was now larger than they believe dinosaurs were in a lot of cases. And so there's this compaction element to it and how we can make smaller equipment be more productive. So one of our big things is untethering productivity from equipment size and how we can do that more and more effectively. So what we want to do, when I use them as an example, because what we want to do is we want to have an opportunity flip. And we want to say, this is the new opportunity. This is what exists today. And we want not to go and say, here's how we're going to make this better. But here's how we're going to give you something fundamentally different, something fundamentally new. And we're going to flip that previously well-accepted, well-established advantage of larger and larger equipment. We're going to flip it on its head and say, here's how we're serving this market, right? It's not serving everybody. It's purposefully looking at how can we do autonomy in a way that is the opposite of what everybody else is doing. How can we do it by strengthening rural economies? How can we do it by making sure that these organizations we're not necessarily creating a dealer network, but we're going direct to customer, right? So everything that we're doing, we're trying to do it in the opposite way. And the purpose of that is because opposite is different and opposite gets noticed and opposite gives us the opportunity to continue to exist. If we don't do the opposite, if we do what everybody else is doing, then that market is going to be very crowded. It's going to be very bloodied, and we're going to have to sell out to somebody. And we're not interested in that. We want to do something different.